Your injured shoulder, or is it your injured shoulder? Golfers, there's still that discomfort going on into your shoulder. You may be managing it with a bit of painkillers, you may be managing it with a bit of physio, but you're still getting discomfort. It's long duration where you're getting this discomfort. Is it a fatigue issue? When I say fatigue issue, I'm saying fatigue in the body at that particular point rather than a physical, not enough cardio consideration going on. So let's look at referred pain. Your referred pain. So your shoulder, your leading shoulder as the example, is not actually where the discomfort is coming from. It's not the originating point, but it's where you're feeling it. So I said about fatigue. When we get tired, the body naturally collapses. It's just part of what it does. It's trying to conserve energy. And how can it conserve energy? Well, it likes to collapse in on itself. One of the first things that will happen is your shoulders will start to round and start to hunch. This will compress the upper part of your chest, restricting the amount of breath that you can take in. Yes, you can direct your breath down a little bit lower, down into the abdomen, but it's not as effective. You still want that space in the top of the chest, then to expand the ribs, then to expand the abdomen. It needs to be directional. So, what's happening to your shoulders? Well, when we talk about a collapsing of the shoulders, it generally comes from a tightness across the front of the shoulders and an overstretching, straining of the back of the shoulders, the upper part of the shoulders, the upper part of the ligaments. So where's this coming from? Day in, day out activities. Everything we do is in front of us. We eat from in front of us, we lift from in front of us, we drive from in front of us, because otherwise, let's be right, it's getting a little bit dodgy. So we round the shoulders, we over hunch to reach forward for what we're looking for. So how do we stop this? One of the first things we can do is look at our breath. Though you're not actually going to technically see your breath, not unless it's a cold day, but you're certainly going to feel the effects of the breath. So I'm going to get you to try a little experiment. Want to find a piece of wall that you can rest your shoulders up against. And when I say the shoulders, I mean the shoulder blades, so the bits at the back of the body, the bony parts. Once we've got those resting against the wall, we're going to breathe in to the top of the sternum. So as your collarbone comes down to the top of your rib cage, that's where your collarbone is, just before you get into the soft tissue for your neck. And you're going to breathe into there. Now, you want to think about it as you've got a suction pad against that part of the body and you're lifting it at about a 45-ish degree angle. It doesn't have to be exact, it can be a 50-degree angle, it can be a 35-degree angle. It's more a case of you want to be lifting it forward and up a little bit. That will help to lift and almost give you that pigeon chest effect going on across the top of the body. It will also naturally start to roll the shoulders back, so you're not pinching the shoulders back and getting the muscles to over tighten in the opposite direction. You're using the breath to allow the rib cage to open and allow the shoulders to be spread. This will also help when you come to take your swing, because if you're hunched and you've got that tightness going on, you take that swing, you're not going to be able to follow through as easily because there's restriction there. There's no openness. So although the technique regarding the rest of your stance may be absolutely spot on, if you've got tightness across your shoulders, when you come to swing, if you do open up the shoulders, all you're going to get is a tearing sensation into the top of the chest. This will create micro tears, it will create little squits of scar tissue, and then everything gets tighter again. Whereas if you've got a naturally openness across the top of the chest, because you've been breathing into the top of the chest, lifting and lengthening the back and rolling the shoulders backwards, you're going to have more freedom of movement. So that shoulder will move a little bit more freely, more comfortably. And when you take that swing and you get down the fairway, you've got that nice bit of movement going on. So I'm going to suggest that you take this on a daily basis. Even if you haven't got a wall that you can easily gain access to, if you're out on the road a bit, you can still use it going against the seat in your car. You don't have to be doing it against a wall if that's not practical for you. Obviously, be careful when you're driving. You don't want to be doing it at that point. You want to be stopped in your service station or something. But breathe into the top of the sternum, not forcing the shoulders back. You're lifting and allowing this to release naturally, because as you get the oxygenation into the muscles, they will start to expand. It's part of the process. You want that blood flow to open up the capillaries and get that bit of range of movement. Try this morning, afternoon and evening. Do this for the next week between your next round of 18 holes. You don't get any results? Are you not doing it? Are you not doing it enough? You want to be doing it a minimum of 6 times, preferably 12. If you want to do 2 lots of 12, great, but don't do it so you hurt the front of the body. You want to feel expanse but not a strain, because all you're going to do is you're going to refer the problems from the back to the front. Give this a try. Let me know how you get on in the comments below, or drop us a message and maybe we can have a little bit more of a chat. Maybe it just be a little bit of a tweak into your technique. What else can you look at? Well, when you're breathing into the top of the sternum, you're naturally lifting and lengthening. Draw the chin back as well. That will help to extend the neck. We've already gone through that in one of the other videos. You also want to be sat in a nice upright position. As soon as you lift your shoulders and try and warm the chin, this is going to have a tightening effect around your neck, around the upper part of the body. So have the arms nice and relaxed, but don't just have them hanging there. Actually extend your fingers, point them down towards the floor. Again, you're not looking for a strain, you're looking for an extension into the body. This will help to just pull the shoulders down a little bit, as if somebody's just resting their hands lightly on top of the shoulders and just guiding them downwards. Again, it's a guiding, not a forcing. Give it a try. Check it out. Drop us a message. Look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care.